August 2020, planetary transits for Virgo and Virgo rising. This is an equal house chart set up for 0 degrees Virgo on the ascendant, Eastern Daylight Time, New York. We begin August 1st, 2020, with 3 retrograde planets in Capricorn in the 5th house sector. Jupiter at 20 degrees, Pluto at 23 degrees, and Saturn at 27 degrees of Capricorn, retrograde. The Sun is placed in the 12th house at 9 degrees of Leo. The planet Mercury is in the 11th house at 22 degrees of Cancer. Venus is at 24 degrees of Gemini in the 10th house sector. Mars is moving through the 8th house at 18 degrees of Aries. Neptune is at 20 degrees of Pisces, retrograde in the 7th house. The moon is in Capricorn at 8 degrees in the 5th house sector, and Uranus is in the 9th house at 10 degrees of Taurus. Overview. Transiting Mars in Aries will be in high tension all month, forming 3 90-degree square aspects. Specifically, Mars squared Jupiter, Mars squared Pluto, and Mars squared Saturn. I can't emphasize enough the fact that these planetary squares will be impacting the charts of every single person on this planet. To put it bluntly, these are frictional, frustrating, potentially violent energies that seek expression by taking extreme action and throwing all caution aside. Those of you with a predominance of planets or ascendant in midheaven in cardinal signs, Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, especially located between 18 to 28 degrees, will be strongly impacted by this tension. Check the planets in your chart, the houses these planets are in and rule, in order to pinpoint where these energies will be felt. Be aware that whatever is moving through your chart will either be expressed directly by you or experienced in projected form, meaning drawing it to you from the environment in the form of people and events. This is not a call to walk around in a state of fear and paranoia. It is a suggestion to exercise extreme caution under these extreme energies. Avoid tempting fate by being reckless in any area of your life or taking risks that require you to throw all caution to the wind, regardless of how intense the inner urge may be to do so. You do not have to act on whatever crazy mood comes over you from day to day. Instead, be alert against craziness coming at you from others. Be vigilant. On August 1st, Mercury opposed Pluto between houses 11 and 5 could bring a mental tug of war with someone in your environment. A clash of values seems to be the root cause. Aggressive coercion is not the way to win anyone over to your ideas. Try diplomacy instead. Sun square Uranus on August 2nd between houses 12 and 9 may bring an unexpected disruption. Whatever plans you had for today are likely to be put on hold. Internally, you may be feeling exceptionally restless. Caution is advised, especially while driving. August 3rd brings the full moon, 11:59 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, at 11 degrees of Aquarius in opposition to the Sun at 11 degrees of Leo, spanning houses 6 and 12, highlighting the job environment or the work you do. The planet Uranus at 10 degrees of Taurus is making a disruptive, rebellious, high-tension square to this full moon from your 9th house, bringing the possibility of surprising news. On another level, attend to your health if you're feeling below par. Also on August 3rd, Mercury opposed Saturn between houses 11 and 5 could bring the desire to sever ties in a relationship because of a total breakdown in communication between you. Avoid acting on impulse right now. Instead, clear your mind and let the dust settle. On August 4th, Mars square Jupiter between houses 8 and 5 is an energy of excess in action and in self-expression. Avoid going overboard or saying too much, especially with regard to your political ideology. Others may not share the same values. Also on August 4th, the planet Mercury enters Leo and moves into your 12th house. On August 7th, the planet Venus enters Cancer and moves into your 11th house. On August 10th, Mercury will square Uranus between houses 12 and 9, indicating the possibility of disrupted plans or unexpected events. Stay calm and be flexible. Mars square Pluto on August 13th is an aspect that warns against power struggles in your relationships ignited by different values and a different ideology. Pluto energies can seem very threatening to those around you, who will then react by trying to stop you. Obviously, not the way to win anyone over. Of course, you may experience this energy in projected form and draw in someone who is overstepping your boundaries. As an aspect of potential violence, stay away from volatile people and conditions. On August 15th, the planet Uranus turns retrograde at 10 degrees of Taurus in your ninth house. The Sun trine Mars on August 16th between houses 12 and 8 is an aspect of intimacy that is best expressed by spending time with those you are closest to. Mercury trine Mars on August 17th between houses 12 and 8 is a great energy under which to study, do research, and explore the hidden dimensions of life. August 18th brings the new moon, 10:42 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 26 degrees of Leo, 35 minutes in the 12th house, highlighting the psycho-spiritual side of life over the month ahead. Withdraw and self-analyze. This new moon is in conjunction with the planet Mercury at 28 degrees of Leo in your 12th house. Excellent for talking about your issues with a professional. On August 19th, the planet Mercury enters Virgo and moves into your first house sector. On August 22nd, the Sun enters Virgo and moves into your first house. Mars square Saturn on August 24th between houses 8 and 5 is an aspect of extreme frustration. Your goals may seem blocked by circumstances or other people. The tendency is to seethe internally with anger and resentment. Try detaching and letting it go instead. On August 25th, under Mercury trine Uranus, between houses 1 and 9, the tension of yesterday may be resolved today by taking a fresh look at circumstances and coming up with some innovative ideas. This is reinforced by Venus opposed Jupiter on the same day, between houses 11 and 5, an aspect of generosity in your relationships that serves to alleviate dissension. Venus trine Neptune on August 27th, between houses 11 and 7, is an ideal energy under which to get in touch with the spiritual dimensions of life. This is also a sensitive, romantic vibration, excellent for making peace with partners or getting together with others socially. On another, more practical level, artistic creativity is heightened, a great energy for writers. Mercury trine Jupiter on August 29th, between houses 1 and 5, may bring good news from a loved one. Communication is favored in all your emotional-based relationships. Two aspects occurring on August 30th can point to relationship dissension, specifically Venus opposed Pluto and Mercury opposed Neptune. Venus opposed Pluto is an aspect of power struggles, manipulation, and coercion, and Mercury opposed Neptune indicates that the weapon employed right now is deception. Give yourself some time and space before making any final decisions or promises in your relationships. You may not have all the facts.